What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How are we all doing? It's your boy Fusion. In today's video, we have the top 5 sniper support classes in Warzone, and we do have some honorable mentions as well. So honestly, we're just going to get straight into this, but before we do, actually, make sure to check out our sponsor, Rogue Energy. You can get 10% off your order if you use code iFusions at the checkout. Please go ahead and do that. That'd be appreciated. Anyway, let's go. Okay, so like last video, these are in no specific order, so I do want to give a couple of honorable mentions, which we're going to mention them later on, but for now we are going to get straight into the first class, which we have the very kind of popular choice, which is the Mac10. This is the kind of standard loadout that you would use. So we're using the agency suppressor, we've got the task force, the tag team spotlight, the raider stock, and also the 53 round drum. Of course, as mentioned in the past video, if you are on console, you'll want to get rid of the tiger team and probably put on the field agent grip. This will probably slow down the ADS a little bit, but it just means that you're gonna get the accuracy and all that. So I am playing on PC, so I am going to go with the Tiger Team Spotlight. You can use any sniper, so there is no kind of specific sniper that we're using. You can use any sniper you want, but if you want to know what sniper I am using, I've got the AX50 here. I've not used it too much, but it's one of those weapons that I don't see a lot of people using, and so I want to give it a try. So we got the monolithic suppressor, we got the 32-inch barrel, we got the tech laser, the Stingard Arms Assassin, which gives you the faster ADS time, and we also have the stippled grip tape as well. So this class, the Bullfrog. If you've not tried the Bullfrog, it's really good. I feel like it kind of slipped under the radar a little bit because not everyone uses it. There's not loads of people that actually use it, but it's still really good. And so we are using the GRU suppressor, the task force. Now, I have seen some people use the VDV reinforced. That is also really good. But as you're going to be able to see here, the accuracy actually goes up if you use it, and also the range, but you lose a little bit of damage, and also the mobility goes down a little bit. We are using the Tiger Team Spotlight, the KGB Skeletal Stock, and also the GRU Elastic Wrap. Now again, if you want to, you can go ahead and get rid of the Tiger Team, and if you want more accuracy, the Spetsnaz Grip is the one to go with. This is a loadout that I use for the Kar 98K, so we've got the monolithic suppressor, we've got the 27.6-inch barrel, we've got the tac laser, the sniper scope, and also the F-Tac sports cone. Coming in at number 3, and this one's kind of never really dropped off, but the LC10 has always been a really good, viable option for just killing people. The LC10 is insane. It's so good. Again, using the standard kind of loadout, the agency suppressor, the task force, tag team spotlight, raider stock, and the 55 rounds. Now I have seen some people instead use the sound suppressor for faster ADS. You can go ahead and do that if you want to, but personally speaking, I would actually stick with the agency suppressor, mainly because the ADS time is already pretty good, and you don't really need to have any more. If you want to, you can, but personally, I think the agency suppressor is perfectly fine. Of course, we have the Kar 98K once again. So this is going to be a little bit of a different one. And I just want to very quickly say I've not unlocked all of the attachments, so this is not the perfect class. It's not the best one out there. There's still, a couple of attachments that I still need to unlock, and so this is what I have so far. So we have the GRU suppressor, the 18.2-inch takedown, we have the Microflex LED, the GRU elastic wrap, and the 45 rounds. Now, if you want to, you can go ahead and get rid of the sight, and if you wanted, you could put the Tiger Team Spotlight, or if you wanted more accuracy, you could put the Spetsnaz Grip on, but this is a sniper support. The one thing about the AK-47 is I don't like the iron sights, and I think with the Microflex LED, it just makes it a lot more cleaner, at least in my opinion. And so that's why I prefer using the Microflex LED optic, because it just looks cleaner, and it feels like it's easier to take down enemies and whatnot. And I will be having a video going up quite soon, probably maybe a couple of days or a week after this video is uploaded. So if you want to see some gameplay on the AK-47, don't worry, it's coming. Just give it a little bit of time, and eventually we will get there. And finally, we have the OTS, and again, yes, I haven't fully unlocked everything. I only unlocked this weapon yesterday, so this is not the perfect class for it, but from what I have seen and from what I've been, you know, kind of messing around with, this seems to be the kind of best class that I've been able to use so far. So we do have the sound suppressor, although I would go with a groove suppressor, assuming it has one. I would assume so, but hey, I could be wrong. Again, you would want to go with a task force. I'm going to assume this will be the task force. Tag team spotlight, you would want to go with that. I'm not sure if this has any kind of stock, but if it does, you probably want to go with a stock. You could get rid of the rear grip if you wanted, and of course I've gone with a 40 rounds, although I'm going to assume there is a 50 round. So apologies that I can't actually go ahead and get the better attachments for this gun quite yet, but it is really good. The OTS absolutely slaps. It's so good, and I recommend that you give it a try. And we are using the SBR on this one, and this is my SBR build. Feel free to use this one. It's quite different. I think this one is different to what people normally use. I think people normally go with this stock, but I actually go with this kind of just for the faster ADS time. Obviously, it does mean that we lose a little bit of accuracy and control, but that's fine. I think that this one works perfectly fine. Of course, we have the special ammunition that gives us the extra damage range, and bullet velocity as well. Okay, so time for those honorable mentions, and we actually have 3 Modern Warfare weapons. So firstly, we have the MP5, which the MP5, I believe, recently received a nerf, but it's still pretty damn good. So we have the monolithic integral suppressor, we have the TAC laser, we have the F-TAC collapsible, the 45 rounds, and also the Ranger foregrip. Now, this build is more specifically for kind of aiming down. So if you're gonna aim down sights and actually kill people majority of that way, then this is the class to build. However, if you're more likely going to hip fire and stuff like that, I'd probably go with a Merc foregrip and also the 5mm laser, mainly because that's kind of like the best way to use this weapon in kind of hip firing stuff like that. But personally, I would use the Ranger and TAC laser because for majority of my kills, I am going to be aiming down sights. Now we have the MP7 as well, which you're probably wondering, hold up, why is there no underbarrel? Well, funnily enough, I used this back a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month or something like that, and it doesn't need an underbarrel. It's quite weird, but the accuracy is good enough. Especially if you're going to use this up close anyway. The accuracy is good enough and you don't need an underbarrel. So we are using the monolithic suppressor, the FSS Recon, the TAC laser, the FSS close quarter stock, and also the 50 rounds. You could go with a 60 if you wanted to, but I prefer 50 just so we can aim in a little bit quicker. But if you want to go with 60, why not? And finally, we do have the Fennec. The Fennec received a buff recently. We're talking, well, today is what? Today's the 17th. I don't know when this video will be uploaded, but the Fennec received a buff, and supposedly quite a good one. You might want to use the Fennec, and this is the Fennec build that I use. So we have the ZLR 18-inch deadfall, which does give you the muzzle kind of for free as a free attachment, so that's pretty sweet. We have the TAC laser, we got the no stock, we got a 40 rounds, and also the Ranger foregrip. Now, I wish there was a bigger mag size for the Fennec, because the 40 rounds, unfortunately, it's just not enough. You can get maybe about 2 kills with this before having to reload, which is, it's kind of a shame really, but it is what it is. And yeah, unfortunately, if you want to use the Fennec, you've just got to deal with the 40 rounds, and yeah, But that is the Fennec build, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and put the post notifications on. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great day. Peace.